All right, all right. I will fess up. I'm the kind of guy where when I screw up, I will admit it, which is what not a lot of people do. They'll just, pass the blame on to somebody else. But I did bad this year. I said I thought the Giants are going to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl 51. Giants are one and done. They got not just destroyed by Green Bay, so there goes my entire prediction video. So, but here's the thing. I want to make it up to you. Keeping in with the spirit of me going in there and doing picks every year, I want to follow this thing out to the bitter end. I'm going to do this all the way up into the Super Bowl. Probably not going to do the Pro Bowl because nobody cares about the Pro Bowl. And just kind of give you my picks. Just run down the line, do it like we did all season long. I mean, we did every regular season week, so I think it only makes sense that we do all the, postseason picks as well. I mean, just following tradition, keeping continuity. Let's do it. All right, so now we got the divisional playoff games. Let's start with the AFC. We got New England taking on Houston. And I'm going to do some real quick. I'm just going to squander some time here and try to figure out what the official line is. Oh boy, it's going to be a while. Guys, I apologize. All right, so let's go to the official NFL page. It's going to be worth it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it whatsoever. I think these things out. Doing the daily lines here on ESPN. Give me a minute. Uno momento. All right. So Seattle at Houston. That's our curtain jerker on Saturday, January 14th, going on at 4:30. Atlanta is hosting. Looks like the odds here, Atlanta is a 4.5 point favorite. The over-under is 51. Now, it's interesting because the Falcons and the Seahawks did play earlier this season. And, of course, that's a game with that controversial no pass interference call, which cost Atlanta the game. And Falcons, one of the best offense in the NFL, maybe the absolute best overall. I mean, they get the most yardage. There's some other teams out there called the Patriots and Cowboys who might argue to the contrary about that. But statistically, it's hard to argue against what Matt Ryan has done this year. So a good team passing the ball, good team running the ball, but they have an Achilles heel. That's their defense. Vic Beasley, he's a great, great pass rusher, but they get torched in the secondary. And they do have a very porous run defense. And I think we all saw what Seattle did with Tom Rawls, and that's his first name, right? Tom Rawls. I want to call him Lou Rawls, but that's something else entirely. And I think Seattle, they played very, very well. I think that's kind of a proof it's going to do with Atlanta. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going to go as I did in my earlier prediction video. I got Seattle winning this one. I think they beat Atlanta 23-13 down at the Dome. And it should be the last game ever at the Georgia Dome, too, so it's also historically significant. All right, after that, we got the 8 o'clock game, Houston at New England. There is no line out for this yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be like historically high because Houston's not that good. The Patriots are that good. Now, Houston, you keep hearing over and over again they're the best defense in the league. And, I mean, they played pretty well, but you saw what the Raiders did to them. I mean, the Raiders went in there, no Donald Penn. They're a third-string quarterback in his first pro start ever, and they did pretty well. I mean, they really didn't do really a whole lot of good, running the ball, that's for sure. But they got some pretty good pass yard. That secondary can be carved up. And just so you kids know, Tom Brady is a whole lot better throwing the ball than Connor frickin' Cook. So I think the Patriots will probably open it like a 14-point favorite. We don't even know what the over-under is. Say it's going to be over-under 40. The Texans, they're going to get their rumps roasted in this one. There's no way around it. Now, J.J. Watt may actually play in this game, but that's not really making much of a difference at all. Patriots win this one. They win it any way they want, anyhow they want. I want to give it to them 31-13. So you got a nice double-digit victory there. And Patriots catch their ticket to the next round. Pittsburgh and Kansas City. Once again, there's no line on it yet, but we'll just go what we probably going to have here. Now, Kansas City got destroyed by Pittsburgh early in the season. And you know what? I think it's probably the exact same caliber Chiefs team that got destroyed, but an even better Steelers one. Steelers are going to go in there, and just as I predicted, they're going to run roughshod over the Chiefs. It's going to be a blistering. I think Pittsburgh ends up winning it 31-7. They're going to get run out of the building. As a Raiders fan, that makes me LOL. And lastly, the most interesting game of the weekend, probably the closest matchup we have. Green Bay with a very hot hand taking on Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott and Des Bryant and Tony Romo, maybe. Wink, wink, predictive programming. I'm just joking about that. Taking on Dallas, and it's in Jerry World. Now, the thing about the Cowboys, we've seen these guys go in there, and we've seen some very, very good Dallas teams. They went 13-3 one year, and got beat by Seattle. We saw them a couple of years back where they beat Detroit, and then they went to Green Bay, and they had the Ice Bowl, and they got screwed over, and they lost that one. Everything they were going to do very well. So this is the best season the Cowboys have had. Years, like since Aikman was around. Now I know technically the Cowboys went 13-3, I believe, in 07, but we won't talk about that one. Or 06, whatever. Going back, this is the best core team we've had since then. And Green Bay playing very well. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he's a very, very great quarterback. I mean, he's called one of the best for a reason. Don't doubt him. Now the problem, I look at this, Green Bay, they're shook up. They're hurt. Jordy Nelson, I don't know if you watched the game, but he had his head literally twisted off Exorcist style. I mean, he's probably dead, actually. Not injured, not on IR. He's RIP. He's not going to be playing for a long time. And a lot of other guys over Green Bay, they got shook up. And they had a really tough game against the Giants. So you look what the Giants did. They were very good defensively in the first round. Or not first round. Well, yeah, I guess it was the first round. First round and the first half of that game. But they just started sucking so hard. They just let the Packers run all over them. Just so you know, Dallas, don't let people run over them. It's very hard. They run over you. And I just don't see Green Bay stopping the run game. And I think Dallas can go in there and they can rack up 150 rushing yards against them. And Green Bay will probably struggle to get 40. So it comes down to passing in that one. And, I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he throws a ton of yards. Dak Prescott, probably not as good overall technically. But like I said, that run game makes up the differential. Defensively, I think Dallas is the better team, no way you look at it. And I think the O-line's good enough for Dallas. They're going to give Dak Prescott plenty of room. So I think it's going to be a close game, an entertaining game, but I think Dallas ends up winning it 21-14. So to recap, I got Seattle over Atlanta. I got New England over Houston, Pittsburgh over KC, and I've got Dallas over Green Bay. Those are my picks. I'll be seeing you Saturday. I'll be seeing you Sunday. And I'll probably be seeing you a whole lot more days after that. There you go. Those are my picks. Just run with them.